Yes, absolutely. Yes.
而家嚟到愛丁堡啦，早上8點
Now, we're
半。
driving out of South Queensferry, and I'll tell you a little bit about that later. But I will just mention to you that it is a very historical town, and it's named after a Queen of Scotland, Queen Margaret.
Queen
and
Margaret.
The name ferry refers to the boat that used to ply back and forward from this side of the River Forth to the other side. Now, on the other side of the River Forth is the Kingdom of Fife, the area called Fife. And one of the towns there is a very famous golfing town. Any guesses? A famous... Any golfers among us? No golfers.
No golfers?
Well, on the other side is St Andrews, and that was a Christian pilgrimage site. The ferry that Queen Margaret established nearly 1,000 years ago in the 1000s was to take Christian pilgrims from here to St Andrews. So that's why the name Queen's Ferry was given to the little town. Now, we're going to be, I'm afraid, rained on most of today, so I'm glad everyone is sensibly dressed and wrapped up. That's good. And in the meantime, we will be driving through some very pleasant farming countryside with crops looking a bit wet, must be said. This area on the left-hand side is the estate of Dalmeny, and Dalmeny is it's an agricultural estate. You can see the sheep there.
Yeah.
It's also got horses. That has a tiny little well, not tiny, it has its own little golf course, and it belongs to a family called Rosebery. Now the family, the Earl of Rosebery, about 100 years ago was the Prime Minister of Britain. For quite a short time, only less than 2 years, but he said afterwards, the day that he was given the keys to the Prime Minister's residence in London, number 10 Downing Street, was the proudest day of his life. And the day that he handed them back, when he was no longer Prime Minister, was the happiest day of his life. So he was not an outstanding Prime Minister by any manner of means. But there's a beautiful house with amazing furniture and such like in there. So it's quite a short journey into Edinburgh, and our tour today is going to take in 2 World Heritage Sites. And those 2 World Heritage Sites are wrapped up in one city, and one is called Old Edinburgh, Edinburgh Old Town, and the other is called Edinburgh New Town. The castle is in the Old Town, I'm sure you're not surprised to hear that, and the New Town is the second World Heritage Site. We're saying new, but when I say new, it was begun in the 1770s, so it's 2 centuries old. It's dated from the 1770s through to the early 1800s. So it's new in comparison to the Old Town. In the castle, we will see some of, well, the oldest building in Edinburgh. The very oldest building is part of the castle,